The Prime Minister was in Srinagar today, and as the crowds filled up at the Sher-e-Kashmir grounds chanting Modi, Modi, it was a big statement for the BJP's Mission 44 project. The BJP, of course, trying to open its account this time in the valley. The Prime Minister invoked Vajpayee, but mostly focused on Vikas, development, but also made an emotional speech saying he promised to share the pain of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And in what could spark off a controversy, Narendra Modi said that it was under his government that the army had for the first time moved swiftly and publicly on justice for the killing of 2 teen boys recently here in Badgaon. The anticipation was sky high. It was going to be the Prime Minister's first public rally in the valley. And as the crowds, men, women and children, started pouring into the Sher-e-Kashmir grounds, the political controversy erupted even before Narendra Modi arrived. This time led by the Chief Minister Omar Abdullah. On Twitter, he accused former separatist turned mainstream politician Sajjad Lone of helping the BJP mobilize numbers for the Srinagar rally from his bastion in North Kashmir. But the BJP hit back, saying it was their candidates who had brought in local supporters from across the valley. In the women's enclosure, Kashmiri voters spoke of what they hope to hear the Prime Minister speak on. We hope he brings a message of peace, said one. Lift the shadow of the gun, said another.
मैं चाहती हूँ वो पीस करे और अच्छा मैसेज लेके आए।
पीस का मैसेज आप कुछ बोलेंगे?
हाँ जी,
क्या बोलेंगे?
हम बोलेंगे कि यहाँ मोदी जी आ रहे हैं, हम खुश हैं। वो यहाँ पर आकर गरीबी हटाए, बेरोजगारी हटाए, बदलाव लाए बाहर से जो आया है, और क्या नाम है, गन वन सिस्टम दफा हो जाए, इधर से
गन वन सिस्टम दफा हो
जाए।
अच्छा, आप बताइए, पिछली बारी यहाँ पर वाजपेयी जी भी बोले, तब उन्होंने पाकिस्तान की तरफ दोस्ती का हाथ बढ़ाया, लेकिन आज वो मुमकिन लगता है आपको पाकिस्तान के साथ दोस्ती, क्योंकि अभी ये हाल में जो मिलिटेंट अटैक हुए हैं?
जी मैम, ये तो गलत बात है, मिलिटेंट अटैक कर रहे हैं। तो मैं कहती हूँ अल्लाह ऊपर वाले से यही चाहती हूँ कि मिलिटेंट्स नहीं होने चाहिए, आपस में दोस्ती होनी चाहिए।
दोस्ती का हाथ बढ़ जाए, अच्छा रहेगा।
किसके साथ दोस्ती?
दोस्ती आपके साथ, मोदी जी के साथ।
आप मोदी जी के साथ दोस्ती?
जी जी हाँ।
The PM arrived at the grounds wearing the traditional Kashmiri phiran. He stopped to hug his candidates and a select group of Maulanas on stage. Also present was Ram Madhav, RSS leader, who is now a senior BJP functionary. By now, the candidates were grabbing their selfie moments with the PM, and the crowds had erupted in a chorus of Modi slogans. The backdrop today may have been elections, but this was no routine rally. It was the larger message for a wounded valley that people were looking out for.
जिस बात को अटल जी ने प्रारंभ किया था,
दिल्ली अपना दरवाजा आपके लिए कभी बंद नहीं करेगी.
Comparisons would also inevitably follow to the last time a BJP Prime Minister was here. In 2003, Atal Bihari Vajpayee famously deviated from his prepared text to make his offer of insaniyat to an anguished state.
भाईचारे से, हाँ कभी-कभी देर लग सकती है, मगर देर को बर्दाश्त करना होगा. खून बहाने से अच्छा ये है कि थोड़ी देर लग जाए. हाँ, फैसला इंसाफ का हिसाब होना चाहिए, इंसाफ के आधार पर होना चाहिए, ये मैं मानता हूं, और बातचीत हमारी इंसानियत के आधार पर होना चाहिए.
And today Modi promised to build on the Vajpayee legacy.
अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी, उन्होंने एक अच्छी शुरुआत की थी. जिस बात को अटल जी ने प्रारंभ किया था, उसे मुझे आगे बढ़ाना है. जो सपना अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी ने देखा था, उस सपने को मुझे पूरा करना है, और मैं इसे अपना दायित्व समझता हूं. अटल जी ने इंसानियत की बात कही थी, कश्मीरियत की बात कही थी, जमहूरियत की बात कही थी, और ये तीनों ऐसे पीलर हैं जिस पीलर के भरोसे हमारा कश्मीर 21वीं सदी की आन बान शान बन के रहेगा, ये विश्वास लेकर के मैं आया हूं.
But he stopped short of elaborating whether his approach to a peace process in the state would be different or similar to that of Vajpayee. As expected, the Prime Minister is invoking the legacy of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, even quoting from Vajpayee's historic speech in which he spoke of offering the people of Jammu and Kashmir whatever is possible within the boundaries of humanity, within the boundaries of insaniyat. The Prime Minister has promised to take forward the legacy of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, promising the people of Jammu and Kashmir that their pain is his pain. And also, more strikingly, the Prime Minister spoke of justice, speaking of how it was for the first time in 30 years and because of his government that the army had taken swift action in the fake encounter that killed 2 teenage boys in Badgaon.
पहली बार 30 साल में पहली बार ये मोदी सरकार की कमाल देखिए। पहली बार सेना ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके कहा कि जो 2 नौजवान मारे गए थे सेना की गलती थी और सेना ने अपनी गलती मानी। इंक्वायरी कमीशन बैठे और जिन लोगों ने गोली चलाई थी उन पर केस दर्ज कर दिया गया। ये मेरे नेक इरादों का सबूत है मेरे भाई बहन। 30 साल में नहीं हुआ है, 30 साल में नहीं हुआ है। और इसलिए मेरे कश्मीर के भाइयों बहनों, मैं आपको न्याय दिलाने के लिए आया हूं।
It's a comment that could create some controversy. Before his campaign speech, the Prime Minister made sure he offered tributes to the martyrs killed in this week's terror attacks at Srinagar's army headquarters. But at the rally, while reiterating the sacrifices made by soldiers and policemen, he said it was his government's leadership that had ensured that the army had acted on its own wrongdoing. What was not mentioned by the PM was just as significant. There was no mention of Article 370 and no mention of Pakistan. What was on offer was not Vajpayee-style poetic flamboyance, but his own distinct brand of Modinomics. Development is the key to political deadlock. The debate will continue. Did he hit the right notes or miss a chord? In Srinagar with Nazir Masoodi, Zafar Iqbal and Manu Nair, Barkhadat for NDTV.